Okay. After completing the quest, my latest quest below Ice Mountain, I went back into Barbarian Village and I stumbled across a few other things. And then, of course, I went to Wiki and did some reading up on it just to make sure I wasn't missing anything else. And yeah, there's enough there to go back and take another look. So again, I'm starting from Lumbridge. Oh, hold on. First, let me make sure. This thing is recording this and not just the home page. Yeah, I'm never going to get over that. Okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, I'm there. Very good. Okay, hold on. Did this thing just go up? Okay, well, whatever. Okay, again, I'm starting from Lumbridge because I'm not going to assume you're familiar enough with all the cities or towns to know how to get there. And I'm going to use the same route because it's still the easiest way, at least to explain how to get there. You're right outside Lumbridge Castle. You're going to leave the premises and you're going to turn left. Okay? You're just going to follow this road, which more or less runs north-south until you get to the sheep. And then there's a bend in the road, and then you're going west. There are the sheep. And you're just going to stay here on this road until you get to South Falador Farm, which basically means until you hit the wall, because it runs right into it. Okay, there's the windmill. Note that windmill, boys and girls, because that's the only windmill beyond the Cook's Guild that free-to-play have access to. Okay, like I said, you're just staying on this road. You just keep on going west. Look at your compass. Okay? So, okay, just to, well, whatever. Okay, and here we are. This wall over here, okay, that's the boundary. We're right at, well, I'll show you on the map. This is South Falador Farm, okay? So you just stay on the road. It's going to bend after you pass the sheep's bin, and you just keep on at it until you run right into this wall. Okay? Now you're just going to go north. Okay, you're going to go north, 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 and there you are. All right? So, again, look at the compass. See how you can turn it like that? Whatever. North is now pointing up. Okay. And that's where we're going. Okay, that still throws me. Okay, oh, we can't speed it up, can we? All right. All right, let's see. The first thing I wanted to do, oh, yeah, is to point out the canoe station, which is the way I usually get there, because I find this annoying having to walk all over the place. So, hurry up and try to get that level 12 in woodcutting so you can use the canoe station. I already pointed it out several times, usually every time I go into Lumbridge. But I'm not sure if I've made a point of pointing out the Barbarian canoe station. So, let's go. I could go around, but well, yeah, what the hey. I mean, I usually just go through the Barbarian thing, but we'll go around it. And there's the bridge. Okay. Now the canoe station is actually on the Varrock side of the bridge. Okay, so once you hit level 12 in woodcutting and start using the canoe system, when you get to Barbarian Village, this is where you end up. Okay, and just like the Lumbridge canoe station attendant, this guy's holding a canoe paddle. All canoe station attendants are walking around holding this canoe paddle. Okay, and they're usually walking around next to the tree you would actually cut down. Okay, I did bring an axe, so I can at least demonstrate. You would cut down this tree. You don't actually have to talk to the attendant unless you don't have enough information. But I'm just, my usual thing is to take a canoe, so I don't need any information. I can just go ahead and cut down the tree. I just keep on tapping it until the process is done. Okay, at level 12, you would only have the option of choosing the log. Even if the fact that they show you all 4 canoes doesn't matter. Notice that only 2 of the canoes are labeled. One says a log and the other one says a dugout. The higher I go in woodcutting, the more options I'll get. And once I get high enough that I'm able to go and use the other canoes, they will also become labeled. But at this point in time, the only canoes that are labeled are the log and the dugout. And of course, I usually choose the dugout. So I would tap that. Ah, another random event and another opportunity to show you how to dismiss these annoyances. If you are on a laptop or a computer, you would right-click on one of these characters and then select Dismiss. If you're using your phone, you just press down on the character and you get these options, and then you would hit Dismiss. And that's it. They vanish in a puff of smoke. Okay, you see my dugout, right? Well, again, I just keep on hitting that until the process is over. Now it's giving me the choice of where I want to go. Okay, sorry if you got an echo on that. Again, I'm just double checking, make sure I'm actually recording when I mean to be recording. So you can see they're pointing at where you're at, which at this point in time is Barbarian Village. Now I can go 2 stations down, back to Lumbridge, or 1 station up to Edgeville. This will not take you into the wilderness. You have to get the highest ranking canoe. I don't know, I forget what it's called. Since I don't use it, it doesn't matter. But most of the canoes will not take you into the wilderness. So Edgeville, for most people using these canoes, is as far as you'd be able to go. If you really went high in your woodcutting level, you'd be able to pick the 4th canoe and you would be able to go into the wilderness. But I'm not going to bother with that. Okay, so I only have 1 more station northbound that I can go. So it only gives me that one. Southbound, I can go 2 stations, so it gives me both stations. So there it is. All right. But I'm not using this right now, and I'm going to just close the thing. Okay? I'm just going to leave it there. Just wanted to make sure you knew what your options were. Okay, now the first thing I wanted to show you I guess I should have brought my fishing rod. Oh well. Yeah, I'm usually down here with my fly fishing rod and my feathers. You need both of those to fish around here. Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes. Okay, I fish for salmon for the most part, unless I'm in a hurry, in which case I'll go ahead and I won't drop the trouts. But for some reason, even though the hit points are higher for the salmon, you get a lot of these people that will just opt for the trout. So excuse me, I'm going to start collecting this stuff. Oh, okay. This is another good thing about Barbarian Village. Their fishing spots have an ongoing fire. Just tap on that, and you can cook all your stuff. When I was reading the Barbarian Village info sheet, it mentioned the fact that one of these stores will be there. Also has a fire that you're able to do, but I don't see why they would do that when you've got your fire right there, right next to the fishing spot. So I don't get that, but whatever. Okay, you can see I brought with me a helmet, some clay, some water. The chef's hat I'll explain later. And the axe I always like carrying the axe because like I said, I usually use the canoe to get around. Okay, there's the fishing spots I wanted to point out. The next place, well, anyone that's seen any of the previous streams is already very familiar with. The Long Haul here in Barbarian Village. This is the best place to come to get meat and also beer. So we'll just go down here. There's the beer. We'll take one of those. And there's the meat. Well, we'll go on this side since I don't have to. Okay, so look at the inventory. We got the beer, we got meat. All right, that's standard fare as far as what Barbarian Village has to offer if you've seen any of the previous streams. What else are we talking about here? Okay, we got the meat, we got the beer. Oh, yeah. See, I've been coming to Barbarian Village for quite some time, so I've actually kind of lost track at the other amenities that this place has to offer. So, let me see, was it this one? Okay. Yes, it is. All right. Spinning wheel. The only other spinning wheel I'm familiar. No, that's not true. Hold on. I have come across another spinning wheel. Maybe Doric's place. I don't know. But anyway, there is a spinning wheel on the middle level in Lumbridge Castle, and here's the other one. This is the closest one to Varrock I know of. So you've got your spinning wheel, and it works the same way as every other spinning wheel. But you also have a pickaxe. And I either never noticed this or did notice it and have long since forgotten about it. So if you need a pickaxe, you do not have to go to the mining tutor in Lumbridge. You could just drop into Barbarian Village and you got yourself a pickaxe. Okay, what else are we talking about here? Okay, the only things you can mine here in Barbarian Village is tin and coal. Okay, I have long since stopped mining tin. Okay, that's when I was back in my bronze days. Coal, on the other hand, coal you will find will continue to be useful to you because you need that in order to smelt steel. To get a steel bar, you need coal and iron, a combination of the two. And mithril is the same thing, except I believe you need 4 heaps of coal for every mithril ore. Now just you don't have to remember that. Any furnace, you tap on any furnace and it will give you all the information you need about exactly what kind of ore is required for whatever metal you're trying to smelt. So you just tap on the furnace and it'll tell you everything you need to know. Okay, so we've got tin ore and we've got some coal. Oh, okay. So another thing I wanted to point out, let's see, we got the spinning wheel, we got the pickaxe. Okay, these are the 2 huts next to the long hall, just in case you wanted to try to keep track. All right, I used to come here when in my earlier smithing days. Once I started smithing just to level up. Hold on, I don't know if you can hear that, but the local noise is too distracting for me to try to yell over it. Okay, I used to come here when I started smithing because it was a pretty good place to sell some of my stuff, namely the helmets. Okay, they sell every kind of helmet, both the mid helm and the full helm of every metal. Now, since I'm still a level 1 in defense, I really can't. The highest metal I can wear is iron. So this steel thing is personally of no use to me. So I'll go ahead and sell that. And I got 308 coins for it. Not bad. And I think it only takes 2 bars to make a full helmet. And 1 bar for a mid helm. But anyway, it's a nice close place to get some cash. Now look behind me. There's also a pot you can take. So go ahead and take that. And speaking of which, that brings me to the other hut. Further down. That may not be the right one. No, actually, that's the empty one. Okay. So out of all the huts, this is the only one that's empty as far as anything you can use. All right. There's nothing here to take. All right. So you've got the 2 huts next to the long hall. And then you've got the 2 huts on the other end of it, on the other end of the village. One of them's empty, the other one is not. And this is what you can do in the other one. Okay, you can see I brought along some clay. And a bowl of water. For anybody who's accidentally mined clay and has no idea how to use it, this is how you use it. Okay, you can tap the water or the clay first, it doesn't matter. Okay, now the clay is gone and the bowl of water no longer has water in it. And this has replaced the clay. Now you have soft clay. I probably should have hit this before so you could have seen the message. If you try to hit this wheel, and you didn't have any soft clay in your possession, you only had the other clay, it would have told you that clay is too hard to use. Okay? So I probably should have gone ahead and done that before changing it to soft clay. Once you do have soft clay, you can go ahead and hit this thing, potter's wheel, and it'll ask you how many do you wish to make. You can make, oh, it doesn't show you. Hold on. No. Okay. The first one is actually a pot, a picture of a pot. The second one is a picture of a pie dish. The third one is a bowl. And the fourth one is a plant pot. Now, I don't know what level you have to be for the pie dish or the plant pot, but I know you've got to be a level 8 for the bowl because that's the first thing I try to make. And It will, you don't have to memorize this stuff. It'll tell you. You've got to be a level 8 to make a bowl. The pot, on the other hand, okay, I don't know what I just did. Oh, okay. There we go. Hold on, boys and girls. I'm going to check my other device to see if I'm still recording what I want to record. Okay. Let me see if I'm still. Well, this thing is showing the canoe. Oh, there we are. Okay. Yeah, I'm always going to be gun shy, it looks like. Okay. So now we have an unfired pot. Now, do I want to use the furnace? The answer to that is absolutely not. If you try to sell a pot in the Grand Exchange, you only get 5 coins for it. On the other hand, if you sell an unfired pot, you'll get 131 coins. So, yeah, that unfired pot is staying unfired. So you may want to go ahead and make a note out of that. Okay, what else did I want to point out? We've got the all right. Like I said, you only need to be a level 1 for that. Now you already saw the empty hut. So if you're running around looking for these different things, know that one of the huts is empty. So it doesn't. Okay, you didn't make a wrong turn. It's just one of the huts is definitely empty as far as anything you can use. Okay, what else we got? Got current, ongoing. Oh, all right. Yeah, I did want to point out that all these things may not be of use to you. Personally, at this point in time, I'm just using the fishing spots and the fire next to the fishing spots, the canoe station, and well, now I'm using the clay wheel to make the unfired pots, but that's only been for one day when I happened to stumble across this place because, yeah, I was just checking out a few extra things. Now here's the next question. Where do you go to get the clay? Yeah, unfortunately, no. Barbarian Village does not have clay. It only has the tin, ore, and coal. If you want clay, unfortunately, you've got to go back to Varrock. The good part about that is it's pretty close. So you just cross the bridge and you're already in Varrock. So technically it's not in Barbarian Village, but again, it's so close that, well, you can call it the same area. Okay. Now, where do you go for this? Okay, we just passed Juliet's house, or actually, we're passing Juliet's house. That's the cooking range right there, and we're past Gertrude's Inn, or whatever, which is where the other cooking range in. And this is West Varrock Bank. This bank right over here? Yeah. Okay, we don't want to go all the way to the bank though. If you get to the bank, you've already passed it. Because you have to turn right here before the wall. Okay, this is the guardhouse or the whatever. I'm assuming it's a guardhouse. I don't know what else you would call it. It's where all the guards are. Let's go check it out. Just get a better sense. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a guard's tower. Hey, this is the first time I've been up here. Hey, this is cool. Okay. Anyway. Oh, I guess I could have come. Well, no. It's all right. Let's keep this as straightforward as possible. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, this is West Vrock Bank. If you reach that point, you've already passed it because you want to turn right as you get to the tower, the guard's tower. Because at the end of it is where you can find your clay. All right, mine clay rocks. Okay, we'll get a couple of those. All right. Now, after you get your clay, I've already gone over this, but it's important enough to mention. You really need to have, well, you see, once you hit a certain level, you don't have to go to Lumbridge for the most part. I mean, if you stick to essential items, we're only talking a few coins here. Now, I don't know how the Iron Man thing works. I don't even. What does that mean? You don't use the Grand Exchange? I don't know what the heck that's all for. But anyway, I don't know what kind of money you may or may not have, but you shouldn't have to make everything. Okay, I don't know what kind of rules. So if you really don't like to spend any coinage that you can possibly avoid spending, here is a way at least to get a couple of coins in your pocket. Okay. Well, I'm going to show you how I get around this because, especially if you're a free-to-play player. Okay, but for now, let's just assume you don't have too much coinage to play with. If you go down to the basement of this place, all right, you can always pick up a couple of coins. Well, 3 coins actually. Now I know that okay, I got 311 now because I sold the helmet. But there are actually 3 coins that are always there. Okay, that's the basement of the West Vrock Bank. So what the heck can you do with 3 coins? Well, you can go to the general store and pick something up. Okay, to get to the general store, you want to go to the town center. Once you pass this tent, turn right. Okay, this building right here, this is the general store. Okay. Now this is what this guy is selling, the general store. Let's assume you only have 3 coins on you. The 3 coins you picked up at in the basement of the West Rock Bank. A bowl, I think, is beyond your means. I forget how much a bowl is. I think a bowl is 5 coins. A pot, I think, is 1 coin. A jug may also be 1 coin. No. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Lumbridge. Lumbridge General Store. Most of the containers just cost 1 coin. Here in Varrock, I think most of them cost 2 coins. And the bowl costs, I don't know, 6 or 7 coins. I don't know what it is. But let's say you don't want to spend that much. We'll just go with the bucket or the jug. Well, we already have yeah, let's go for the bucket. Another good reason to get a bucket is because it's also the only container I know of that will also carry milk. It is the only container that also carries milk, but whatever. We'll get a bucket because you can put water in it too. So buy 1 bucket. Okay, we got 311, 39. Okay, so you spent 2 coins to get a bucket. That's at the general store. Now come out to this fountain and, all right, the fountain is a water source, but you have to first tap on a container in order for this to work. So go ahead and tap on the bucket and then tap on the water. Okay, now your bucket has water. There's another fountain. You have to go down a little further. So you probably will never use it. I didn't even know it was there until I looked on the map to see if there was anything else that was closer to Barbarian Village. Nope. There's this one that you have to actually go a little further for. Okay. Now the same thing here. It's a water source, but if you don't tap your container first, you can spend all day tapping on the water source, nothing's going to happen. So let's tap on the bowl. You see it's selected, it's highlighted. Now tap on the water source. And now your bowl has water in it. Okay? So these are the 2 water sources that are more or less easy to get to in Varrock. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've also brought my chef's hat. I brought it for a very good reason. Okay, we're going back towards the Barbarian Village, just in case you're wondering. Same road, we're just we're back trailing it now. Now I brought the chef's hat because I do want to show you again the Cook's Guild. I did a lot of reading yesterday just to find out what kind of access free-to-play players have. Let me tell you, there are a heck of a lot of restrictions. Maybe too many if you really start reading all the stuff, but that's understandable. I get it. They really did something pretty impressive here, and yeah, they should benefit from it. I'm not begrudging them that. That's fine. But yeah, still, as you're playing this thing, you're confronted with the undeniable fact that you don't have access to a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. So I'm going to say I'm going to be repeating this, I can tell. Get access to everything you qualify for. Okay? As soon as you get to level 32 in cooking, and that should be a fairly doable thing for just about everybody, because you still have to cook your food. As soon as you get 32, check out the Cook's Guild. Okay, this is the same road to Barbarian Village, but we're going to go to the Cook's Guild. You're going to turn left right before Juliet's house. Okay? You're going to go down this path. Okay. Now, even though you have a level 32 in cooking, this is what's going to happen if you try to get in here. Yeah, the head chef is going to tell you can't come in here unless you're wearing a chef's hat or something like that. The something like that is like a cape. Believe me, you want to go ahead and try to get yourself a chef's hat. Even if you didn't collect them when you were still back in Lumbridge, when you started, go ahead and pay the 500 coins at the exchange as soon as you're able to get to the Grand Exchange and buy yourself a chef's hat. Because with this many restrictions, believe me, you want to use everything you're qualified for. Luckily, I didn't have to fork over 500 coins or 490 something or whatever it is. I kept all my chef's hats. So, yeah, just tap on your chef's hat. It's in my inventory, upper right-hand corner. And it switches out the helmet that I was wearing for the, I'm going to go ahead and model this for you. Okay. So this is what I'm usually wearing. To wear the chef's hat, you just tap on it. Okay. And now you go inside and nobody challenges you. Okay. And you can use the stove on the second floor, or middle level, I should say. And you can use the hopper to grind your wheat. Plus you get stuff like, you see, you can get a jug. Notice I didn't have to pay anything for it. You can get another pot. And cooking apples go for about 91 coins. So 4 or 5 cooking apples, and you will already have paid for your chef's hat. And speaking of which, you can get 2 more apples on the middle floor. I mean, really, if you're willing to wait a couple of minutes, you will have already paid for your chef's hat. Hold on, I'm gonna actually wait. I'll eat a cup of my salmon. It doesn't take too long. It takes a little bit, but not too long. When this thing regenerates or respawns, however you want to call it, you add that to your inventory. And you know what? I can go upstairs, grab one, and then come downstairs, and I'll probably have mine. Okay, there's the other apple. Okay, let me eat one of these. And go back downstairs. Okay, so now you got 2 more apples you can grab. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, now with just one visit to the Cook's Guild, I will have covered the expense. I should have saved this for the guild thing. Oh well. You know, I'll do that again, but next time I'm going to actually go to the Grand Exchange and purchase a chef's hat. Oh, I don't know what I just did. Okay. I just wanted to make a point of saying if you're a free-to-play player, you want to use everything you qualify for because there are a lot of restrictions you're dealing with. Okay, but actually I think that is just about everything I wanted to cover. Let's get back on the road to Barbarian Village. Okay, it's clay mining. Got the 3 coins, went to the general store for the container, went to the water fountain, even dropped by the Cook's Guild. Oh yeah, I could have used the sink in the Cook's Guild for the water source. That's actually what I meant to point out. Oh well. Anyway, I'll cover that again when I do the guild thing, because I'll also include the mining guild, which I qualify for. But no, I haven't been there yet. You've got to be a level 60 for that, and I'm already 66. But no, I haven't been there. Oh, and the canoe thing, yeah. It'll wait for you. You can leave and do whatever. Hold on. Let me get back here. Let me get out of this hat. Because really, I don't think it does a darn thing for me. Okay. Now I've got 3 cooking apples. Now that will pay for that hat. In one visit, I've already paid for that hat. And yeah, you're already dealing with plenty of restrictions. So you do want to check out everything you're qualified to do. And use the towns. Okay? Read that old school Runescape wiki. in all the towns you go to, because you're probably missing a lot of stuff. Okay, so that's my little closer look at Barbarian Village. I hope you're able to learn a few new things. And yeah, take care. Thanks for watching.